When I first started doing social media, I really didn't understand it at all. Still to this day, I don't fully understand everything about social media. But I knew that it was important. I knew it was a part of our society and it's pretty huge. So I was like, you know what? I need to start getting my presence on social media. So I started off my YouTube channel, if you go all the way back to about a year or so ago, and it was just me doing stand-up comedy. I was performing a lot more back then because we had places that were allowing us around here to perform pretty often. But the problem was, it just wasn't. They think everything fell through. Every place fell through as far as being reliable for me to have a place to perform. So when that started to happen, I knew I wasn't moving yet, as much as I'm planning on moving right now, but I knew I wasn't moving yet, so I had to do something. So I turned to YouTube. And at first, it was so weird to think about, standing in front of a camera, sitting in front of a camera, just talking to it in a room alone. Because you see, at comedy shows, I get feedback. I get feedback from everybody, if I'm funny or if I'm not. I make a joke in here, there's nothing. That's all you hear. You hear nothing everywhere. So that was a little weird to me. It was almost intimidating to me. Almost like I was, like, in the lack of a better term, I almost felt like I was naked. Like I was going to be just naked on here, if that makes any sense. So, started off, the first video was about a true story in second grade about when I first got hit in the eye, and from there on, I was trying to find my way. My old place that I had was a lot more dark, and there wasn't many places to like that had good lighting that I could record at, unlike here, and so it limited me a lot. As far as my early content, I haven't watched it. I do want to go back and watch my old content. It was mostly just me in front of a wall, just talking. But it was my humble beginnings. Like, that was where I started off. In the beginning, I had so many skits that I wanted to do, and I literally did almost all of them. Almost. You'd be surprised. I'm always writing. I'm always writing material. I'm always writing skits. I'm always writing jokes about the news, like political satire. I'm always doing one or the other. So I will say that writing skits has become a lot harder. A lot harder because I'm independent. I do this all by myself. I record by myself. I play all the characters, everything like that. So to come up with something that I not only think is funny, but also has a premise. You see, that's what some people don't get. There's a lot of like video suggestions that I get in real life, like just based off of like one little talking point, and it'll be like, hey, you should make a video about this. And as much as I want to, I need to have that premise in my head. And if I don't see the premise, because I'm the only one that matters, because I'm the only one who does this, if I don't see the premise, I'm not going to make it. That's why I make so many things about news with the political satire, like the news stuff like Trevor Noah, because that's like a constant coming in. With 24-hour news cycles, news is coming in all the time. So that gives me content to make fun of and have those kind of jokes and stuff like that. I don't always get to do skits because coming up with skits is not as easy as it used to be. Because when I used to do this, I was mostly doing skits like all the way through. That was all I was doing. To me, when it comes to social media, I think it is one of the most important, second most. I will say second most. Stage time to me is the most important, and stage time will be a whole nother a whole nother video. I'll be talking about stage time and its importance and how limited you are on stage usually. Being quiet. No more about stage time. Social media. I will say the easiest has been YouTube. YouTube has been the easiest because there's always a YouTube video to make. There's always something I can think of. It does consume my life a lot, I will say. Ever since I branched into video games as well, and the news stories and the skits, I've expanded a lot. Sorry, my contact is kind of dry. It's a little dry. Okay. It's expanded a lot. So it's almost a demand, almost as if I feel like there's pressure on me to deliver on those. So like I play Fortnite like yesterday. How many Fortnite videos am I gonna make? I still got WWE 2K, and I want to do those videos of when pay-per-views are coming up and stuff like that, and dream matches and stuff like that. That's another amount of content to produce. It gives me a lot to produce, a lot of content to produce, but it also takes a lot of time to create. You know, like documenting me playing video games. I'm not saying video games aren't fun to me anymore, but it almost has become part of the job, part of the work, you know? And I already got another job, you know? I'm not complaining. Please don't take this as complaining at all. This is just me talking to you about social media presence and what it's meant to me. I work as a waiter, and when I first started doing social media, I had 2 jobs. I was working... That's a lie. Nope. Only had 1 job. But still, when I started social media, having more of a social media presence, I was still working at my job that I try to be good at, try to show them that I care about it, even though it's where all my income comes from. But I see it as my second job. This is my first job. I'm there about maybe 4 to 8 hours, maybe 4 to 6 hours to be more exact, every day. And I'm doing this about a good 12 to 16 hours of my day has to do with social media. Has to do with me either posting, planning, advertising, just throwing something out there for people to just have, you know. Because I know, I'm pretty aware that most of my fans probably are not actual fans. A lot of them are my friends. But also, when I look at my subscribers, there's a lot of people that I don't know that I want to connect with, but I gotta connect my own way, you know? So, yeah, the second easiest, which I'd say, is Instagram. Instagram is really great for getting your name out there, for videos, pictures. It's just a good platform. The algorithm isn't always the best, because if your post isn't getting much engagement, it's not going to show up on somebody's feed, you know? So I post something, and if it's not getting much feedback, it's not going to be on many people's feed anymore. You have at least, I have 800 or so followers and following about 800 or so people. I do not see 800 posts. I don't see all 800 of those people's stuff on my timeline or gram feed, Insta feed. I don't know what they call it. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the second easiest. Third probably would be Facebook. Who doesn't have a Facebook? If you don't have a Facebook, aren't you sketchy of that person? Why haven't you created one? It's like a nipple. Everybody has one. Why haven't you created that? So yeah, Facebook, because there's not as many restrictions on Facebook, along with Instagram. But it has the least amount of restrictions. Because, music. If I added some music right now to this, it would get copyright strikes and stuff like that, and I wouldn't be able to make any revenue off of it. But with Facebook, I can just have me talking over a song, rapping over a song, lip singing a song. I can do that, and just say I don't own the rights to any of the music. I don't know if I can make money off a Facebook video. I haven't done that yet. Still venturing into that. But yeah, it's just, you never know. I remember I said that this was gonna be on Facebook and YouTube. I gotta remember that. I'm gonna start posting this on Facebook and on YouTube. But then again, I always post a link on YouTube, on Facebook to YouTube. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a two-parter. There's so much to talk about with social media. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, just keep your social media presence up. Make sure that you keep on with that. I'm Elon Rich, and I'll catch you tomorrow on Social Media Part 2. I had a double meaning. I was saying peace, Social Media Part 2. Whoa.
Help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? Look at you walking in here looking all pretty and angry and mean and good. I know you didn't get your hair done so you can just sit down and just sit still.
Hey, we trying to have a good time tonight. Let's go, baby. Let's go.